right side. And this is the problem with a Protoss on this map, is that if the Terran pushes, he can easily split the Protoss apart between those two bases. Between the right side there at the, the right side at the 5 o'clock and the natural expansion. And we've seen Terrans do that time and again on this map. I mean, there's just so many examples, I can't even count them. But I guess if you watch Flash's game against, geez, I forget who in the the MSL qualifiers, he did that pretty well, and it was just completely stomped over his opponent. I'm sorry, it was actually the OSL qualifiers, or the OSL Round of 16 or something. But anyway, though, so Citadel going up here for Cal, and Cal really needs to, basically he needs to amass a large force here and try to stop Iris from coming out of his base. Terran versus Protoss often ends up being a contest between the Protoss trying to hold his expansions and the Terran trying to push out and destroy everything, just like Savior will in 2009, destroy everyone, and that's what the Terran wants to do. He wants to destroy everyone. 6th gateway going up here, 7th gateway from Cal continued, and also, I mean, really, at this point in the game, Terran relies on his Vulture Harass. I'm not sure how good Iris's Vulture Harass is. By the way, Iris and Cal are both very top-notch players, but neither of them have won any major tournaments. They've both gotten into finals of tournaments, in fact, and then got defeated there. So, you know, both certainly have something to prove here, and you know, what better way of well, it's certainly better to leave the MSL Round of 16 than to stay in it. Sorry, running out of that many amazingly interesting things to say about this game. So I guess I'll talk about the fact that well, actually, there's a shuttle coming, so never mind. Bunch of tanks coming out for Iris. He's gonna go and try to push this area right now, crossing the bridges, and this is what I mean. He's going to split the Protoss in half right away, because the Protoss, unless he attacks right away head-on into this force, it's just going to creep forward and it's going to divide both of these natural expansions. And that's exactly what Iris has done. He's taken himself a very secure lead here, I think. He's going to do the slow push, he's going to put up turrets to guard his advance, and he's going to put up lots of mines. And I think if Cal had only spotted the fact that he was moving out, he should have just stomped on it while the tanks were crossing the bridge. I mean, Stork would have done that, certainly. Not to say anything about the OSL finals, because Stork could have or could not have done that. But anyway, so pylon wall there from Cal. Cal is going to not hold it for very long, though, because those tanks are going to pound it down. Meanwhile, Cal's going to go for a counterattack here at the upper right. He's just really just trying to do something to distract Iris, trying to pin Iris back. Unfortunately for Cal, I don't see any Zealots. He really should have some speedlots by now, given the fact he has his Citadel up for, well, he's gotten the Citadel up for quite a while now. And really, you don't want to fight that many tanks with Dragoons, of course. Reaver dropping here, trying to do some damage. It looks like it's going to get, oh man, that's a dud right there. Ouch. And that is the problem with Reaver AI. I mean, one person asked me if I thought Blizzard did this on purpose, you know, made the fact that sometimes Reaver Scarabs wouldn't go off if they were delayed for so long. And honestly, that's a really good question. I don't know the answer. I don't know if someone else has more insight about whether they think, or whether they have proof, rather, that Blizzard, you know, messed up the, or not messed up, but, you know, basically sort of made Reavers not as effective as they possibly could be by allowing a lot of Scarabs to become duds. Oh, wow, looks like that Reaver gets hit by the tank and explodes. I don't think Cal's going to be able to break here, and I think if he loses this battle, he's going to lose the game. Looks like he's actually gotten some speedlots up to the tank, so I might be wrong here. More tanks coming in to reinforce, but no, it looks like Cal is not going to be able to break here, and he's lost his expansion at the 5 o'clock location. I think that's going to be pretty much game here. Cal is desperately trying to attack and do something here, but it looks like it's going to be for naught. I don't think he could possibly come back from this. He's losing all of his Dragoons here now, and that's going to be pretty much it. So Iris, you know, playing a very standard Terran game here. Both players playing a standard game, and I think that's a mistake when you're playing a map like this, which is very Terran bias. As a Protoss, you really have to go for some kind of faster attack. Looks like actually Cal managed to save his expansion there at the lower right. I guess maybe Iris actually pulled back a couple of units, but here comes a couple of Vultures into Cal's main here. There's a lot of Dragoons, so I don't expect that they'll do too much damage, actually. They might be able to pick off a probe or two, but that's pretty much it. So Cal has actually managed to hold his second expansion. I was actually really surprised by that. I thought those that massive tanks would have taken it down, but I guess Iris was forced to pull, and that certainly is going to give him a little bit of breathing room at this point. But oh man, I didn't even see that expansion going up there on the left side, but it's going to go down as soon as it went up there for Cal. Iris can also, and Iris has actually also expanded to his second expansion there at the 11 o'clock location from the minimap, at least it appears he has. So he's going to have an economic lead very soon, and it's going to be really difficult for Cal to do anything at this point. I think, to be absolutely honest, he should probably save his energy for the next game, which is going to be occurring right afterwards. And yeah, wow. Nice sneak here from Iris. I don't even know if Cal knows this is coming here. Iris has gotten to the space behind the natural expansion. Cal, I think, now knows he's going to try to bring his Dragoons back, but not before losing pretty much everything at that expansion. He could even lose the Nexus. I think it might be within siege range. Yeah, it's definitely within siege range. So 5 tanks are going to just collapse that Nexus in a matter of seconds. Wow. Absolutely brutal here. Cal really should be saving his energy because at this point, you know, there's not much to salvage in this. There's nothing to salvage in this game. You have a 0% chance of winning. Might as well move on. Looks like, yeah, Zolot's trying to break these tanks, but it doesn't matter. Even if the tanks go down, Iris will just build another huge force and overrun him. Iris's tanks actually managed to hold in the back there. Wow. Cal, meanwhile, trying to drop something. It looks like it's just 2 goons at the upper left. This is just a distractionary force, though. It really is not going to do much of anything at this point. Next map will be a little bit more balanced. Well, I mean, next map is Athena 2, and I think Athena 2 is a little more balanced than Athena 1, which I think was much more favored towards Terran. Looks like the final push coming in. Cal fighting to the end, but really, oh man, he should just GG at this point. He's still trying to sneak Dragoons up there. Just he's going to lose to these mines alone, I think. And Iris just leaving 1 tank there. I guess he's just wants to make sure he can stomp on those 8 Dragoons. I don't think he needed to pull everything to do so. But I guess he is going to pull everything. And he's going to leave this 1 tank to slowly siege this base. Cal's not even attacking with his probes. He should actually just move his probes over and pick off that tank. But yeah, Cal's going to lose this game. That's pretty evident. So yeah, I am a little bit tired, by the way. This has been a very intense 2 days of StarCraft. Actually, I did you know, all those casts on Thursday night. Last night I Thursday night did the Type B versus Yellow Arnak. Last night I was playing in the Star Cup and also casting it. And of course I got up this morning at 4:30 and casted the OSL Finals until 8:30. But I figured these games need to get done by somebody because I did promise that we'll do all of them. DT's out actually for Cal, and Cal is going to, well, take out 1 tank and then get stomped on there. Yeah, I did promise that we were going to do all these, and unfortunately, Diggity and Moletrap have both, I think, watched the rest of these MSL Round of 16 games. So it is up to me to bear the sword and shield and cut through these commentaries like a warp blade cuts through warm Terran flesh. GG coming from Cal. That made no sense at all, by the way. I'm a little sleep deprived. But anyway, GG from Cal. Series is tied 1-1. The final match will be played on Athena 2. Stay tuned, guys.